everyone is requested to join their hands for the prayer. Dear Lord, we thank you for the gift of dedicated and hardworking teachers who keep the wheel of knowledge rolling from generation to generation. They are an invaluable member of the society, and although it may not always seem like it, we want them to always remember that the job they do is making a difference that will last for generations to come. They are a bright light, a friendly face, and a gentle guide to all the children under their tutelage, and that is no small responsibility. They have been entrusted with the task of molding the future, and they're doing a marvelous job. It takes a big heart to shape little minds, and we're grateful that they have a ginormous one. Lord, leave them with the charge to be steady and unshaking in the work that you have assigned to them, with the blessed assurance that they are not laboring in vain. Help them be steadfast, immovable, always abounding in their good work, because they'll reap a bountiful harvest as long as they don't give up. Amen.
Good morning all, and a very happy Teachers' Day to all our lovely teachers. Today we have all assembled together online to celebrate this special day, to acknowledge our teachers, to appreciate the hard work they have put in for us, the dedication they show, and the words of encouragement they give us to make us feel motivated during these tough times. You all are our idols. And to make this day special, this is a small token of appreciation from us. So let's begin with the thought for the day. A good teacher can inspire hope, ignite imagination, and instill a love of learning. Now Shraddha will explain the thought.
Good morning to all my teachers. I will be sharing a story to explain the thought. Harry had been struggling academically. The immense competition among his classmates and the constant comparison to his elder brother made matters worse. Harry used to be interested in physics, but due to the environment like that of a rat race, his fondness and inclination started to fade away. He had lost hope in himself. One day, Harry understood that the physics teacher was going to be replaced. To his surprise, he understood everything that she had taught that day and was even keen on learning more. He thought to himself, was it the way she taught, or the interesting videos and experiments she had shown? Just then, his teacher called out to him. Could you please tell us what you liked about what we learned today? She asked. Ma'am, I don't think I can. Can you please ask somebody else? I'm sure they must be knowing much more than I do, said Harry hesitantly. Come on, don't say that. Believe in yourself. Yes, maybe others could be knowing more, but what if you surprise us today? She said this with a slight smile. Harry felt reassured and spoke about what he found interesting about the lesson and also told some extra facts which he had read before. This left half the class, the teacher, and even himself in awe. Later, the physics teacher asked certain practical, critical questions which kept Harry thinking as he hadn't thought about these before. They were so interesting that he started doing research about these concepts and began to love physics as well as studies in general all over again. He realized that if his teacher would not have sown the seed of curiosity and imagination in his mind and would not have inspired him to believe in himself, he would have lost the inclination and hope that persists in him today. With this, I repeat the thought. A good teacher can inspire hope, ignite the imagination, and instill a love of learning. Thank you, and wishing all the teachers a very happy Teachers' Day.
The best teachers are the ones who show you where to look, who don't tell you what to see. Good morning everyone, I'm Ritija Kadam. Why do we celebrate September 5 as Teachers' Day in India? To honor teachers for their contribution in shaping the lives of students, we celebrate the birth anniversary of Bharat Ratna recipient Dr. Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan as Teachers' Day. He was the first Vice President and second President of India post-independence. Dr. Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan strongly believed that teachers should be the best minds in our country. And when he became the President of India from 1962 to 1967, his friends and students requested him to allow them to celebrate his birthday, to which he replied that it would be his proud privilege if September 5 is observed as Teachers' Day. And that is why since 1962 we celebrate 5th September as Teachers' Day in India. Thank you. Have the best Teachers' Day.
The teaching system has modified over the years, and today we see a large number of educational institutions running across the country. Teaching is the greatest act of optimism. Great teachers like Sir Radhakrishnan and Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam are an inspiration to all of us. On this note, wishing all the teachers a very happy Teachers' Day. Obstacles don't have to stop you. If you run into a wall, don't turn around and give up. Figure out how to climb it, go through it, or work around it. During these challenging times, amidst the worldwide pandemic of COVID-19, the teachers didn't sit back but immediately swung to action. The first thought was focused on us, the students, and our future. The teachers, parents, and students were trained to use the online teaching portal to its maximum potential. The most exciting and exhilarating bit of the whole plan was everybody was working from home and studying in pajamas was a new thing. We came together but stayed apart physically. The whole school community was on their mobiles, iPads, laptops, desktops, tabs, and so on, working around the clock to create and welcome e-learning process, which became the buzzword within no time. Online teaching and learning have been a success in the school right from the pre-primary to the senior secondary. 5 months of regular teaching through presentations, videos, flashcards, worksheets have been smooth. Along with that, the school even conducted live scholastic activities regularly. For class 12 students, speaking and listening skills assessment for English was comprehensively conducted in an efficient manner. Each student spoke on a current topic of their choice for a few minutes, such as health and fitness, business world, ethics and values, sports and sportsmanship, art and aesthetics, followed by a round of questions were asked to assess their language, accuracy, fluency, hesitation, speed of delivery, and pronunciation. Laboratory experiments were conducted through simulations, videos, and animations. Crosswords, quizzes, and interactions made our learning fun and animated. Everyone has been utilizing their time by keeping themselves abreast with the new trends by attending webinars and connecting and coordinating with others. Most importantly, we need to spare a moment to acknowledge our teachers. They work so hard for us, stay up late till night to make such wonderful PowerPoint presentations, videos, setting papers, and even correcting them, being accountable to everyone, answering our queries, constantly scheduling meetings, going to school and conducting their lectures. We did face few technical glitches, but nothing came as a setback as the teachers resorted to some other alternatives and conducted their lectures. We thank you for supporting and guiding us and telling us to always stay positive. Your attitude, not your aptitude, will determine your altitude. Similarly, it is our teachers' dedication, perseverance, and an overall positive attitude that speak volumes. Today, we would like to acknowledge you all by expressing our appreciation in the form of a splendid show we have in store. 11 students of Standard 12 from both Science and Commerce section have planned a surprise event for you all. Showcase of various talents in the form of dances, poems, songs, and beatboxing will indeed be spectacular to watch. So without spending more time, let's begin with the online celebrations, which will surely be a treat to witness.
Brahma बाहें फैलाई आशाओं के बाग छाए पूरी उमंग है ये जिंदगी रे
एक धरती का आंचल ओढ़े दिल से दिल के धागे जोड़े बांटे जहां में अपनी खुशी रे
प्रीत की नींद सिखाते हुए ये मिलाते हैं पर्दों पे हम
दिलों में प्यार की ज्योति जगाते हुए आ जाओ मिलके हम तुम ये कहे
Dear teachers, thank you. Although we know that these words will never be enough, although we know that they will never truly make up for all your sacrifices, thank you. You have stayed back after school, correcting books and papers. You have skipped lunch to keep the school in order and for all our doubts to clear. Your work never ends in school though, for you work at home too. Drafting emails, exam papers, compromising leisure with the ones you hold dear.
Now, during the pandemic, you truly are the heroes, making a multitude of presentations, conducting live lectures, guiding us through this anxiety-filled journey of change. Your dedication is the nourishing touch in our lives. Often, we don't answer questions. We remain silent. We scream and shout and cause a deafening roar. And for all of that, we are sorry. You have not just taught us subjects like maths, physics, and accounts. Our very thoughts are formed by the words you pronounce. We know you have to work constantly in school and home too, changing and evolving constantly. So for all of that, thank you. Here's a poem to express our gratitude. You teach us the ways of being like a proton, how to overcome the force of daily stress. You show us that each numerical does not possess the power to cause us extreme distress. You teach us of the magnitude of each of our actions, that no matter how small, they will have equal and opposite reactions. You teach us how to differentiate each problem we come across, to learn and to blossom, never to make assumptions, but to sit and discuss. You teach us the art of integration with others unlike us. You teach us how to behave less like an electron, to find solutions for complications that we may come upon. You teach us how to maintain the delicate equilibrium of work and play, and to think before reacting every single day.
You ensure we attend to our tone and inflection, and master the subtle art of debate and deliberation. You illustrate that sometimes keeping quiet is the necessity, for it is only honorable men like Brutus who reply with rage and ferocity. You teach that life is built upon both profits and losses, and although sometimes our efforts may not have balanced the sheet, you teach us how to never give up and every difficulty beat. You show us that love and care is our greatest investment. While prejudice can only lie within a heart full of hate, you teach us that our highest credit is dignified self-management, a person's most enviable trait. You show us that true development lies in partnership, and that trust and faith is the infrastructure for any successful relationship. Your light guides us with its flames that remain so intangible. You prove that belief in ourselves is humankind's greatest capital.
You teach us on those grassy fields the true qualities of leadership. And in every swing of cricket bats and tennis rackets, we can hear the true meaning of sportsmanship.
You bear us in deafening classrooms while we roar, scream and shout. But in your light is the spark of our united flame. Your hand, our guiding lamp. That we can say without a doubt.
And I was watching, but I was. The smile in your eyes was hard to deny. Didn't know I was listening, but I was. Did not perceive how you helped me believe there is love outside these limits. There is love outside these fences. Now I live the dream that you dreamed for me. Thank you. Didn't know I was falling, but I was searching to see if there was something in me. Didn't know I was waiting, but I was hoping to break free. And you gave me eyes to see there is love outside these limits. There is life outside these fences. Now I live the dream that you dreamed for me. Thank you. In all my days, how could I repay all the gifts you gave to me? Now I see. There is love outside these limits. There is love outside these fences. Now I live the dream that you dreamed for me. Thank you.
3, 2, 1, let's jam.
कुछ पाने की हो आस आस, कोई अरमा हो जो खास खास आशाएं, हर कोशिश में हो बार बार, करे दरियाओं को आर पार आशाएं, तूफानों को चीर के मंजिलों को छीन ले, आशाएं खिले दिल की, उम्मीदें हंसे दिल की, अब मुश्किल नहीं कुछ भी, नहीं कुछ भी। आशाएं खिले दिल की, उम्मीदें हंसे दिल की, अब मुश्किल नहीं कुछ भी, नहीं कुछ भी। उड़ जाए लेके खुशी अपने संग तुझको वहाँ, जन्नत से मुलाकात हो, पूरी हो तेरी हर दुआ। आशाएं खिले दिल की, उम्मीदें हंसे दिल की, अब मुश्किल नहीं कुछ भी, नहीं कुछ भी।
Good morning to all my beloved teachers and friends. We have had quite a few people today talk on all the good stuff about teachers. That is all really cute and lovely. But did that make you laugh?
No! So sit back as I, Aditya,
And I, Harsh,
will try our best to do the same. We call it comedy.
Within limits.
We begin with the Mary Curie of VPMS, our beloved Bindu ma'am. She is the cell of a circuit named 12A. Her knowledge is the current which lights up the bulbs that are our minds. आसान भाषा में बिंदु मैम is Mentos.
मेंटोस, दिमाग की बत्ती जला दे।
Through her teaching, she ensures that pressure is equal to 0 on us before exams, which gives us a feeling of weightlessness.
now it's time for Mr. Bond, Ionic Bond, the man who likes his electrons taken, not shared, Santosh sir. Sir undoubtedly has the best chemistry with his students. He maintains a perfect equilibrium between fun and serious studies in all his classes. I don't want to crack too many chem jokes now. I'm afraid you people will stop having a reaction to them. Naika sir.
Next is Mrs. HRM of VPMS, aka Jayashree ma'am. She is the common student's favorite, one who develops and improves the notorious human elements of class 11th and 12th. She motivates students and helps them grow, just like our country's GDP. Her teaching methods are so wonderful that every student reaches an equilibrium after attending her class.
Next we have Mrs. Rosalind Franklin of VPMS, who teaches the subject in which students think ratta marna to must hai. Mrs. Bapat made the 11th graders curious junior KG kids when she showed them specimens in the lab for the first time last year. One great thing we have learned from her is that if we are ever lost in translation, we can just always blame the RLE.
Then we have Mrs. Technical Guruji with the signature line, "Have you submitted your assignments yet?" But seriously, how cool is it of Alpana ma'am to be a parcel mouse? Not a lot of people can talk to Pythons, you know. She is surely the Android 10 to our Black.
Put your hands together now for Mr. Rational, the man who made our jaws drop the day he drew that perfect circle on the blackboard. Amol sir. Our sir is one who understands the business of mathematics better than anyone else. According to him, linear algebra is 7th standard business, distance and section formula is 9th standard business, simple trigonometry is 10th standard business, and so on. Topics such as sets, PMI, and inequalities are so simple, it is difficult to lose marks in them. But come on, who are we kidding? Because we have all goofed up in them sometime or the other.
And now we move on to talk about the teacher who made us love her classical stories so much that it is difficult to give her subject stepmotherly treatment. She is a long-time boss of VPMS, our beloved Bharti ma'am. She almost decapitates students with her Oxford level vocabulary. Her teaching ways and skills are mind-boggling. With Bharti ma'am in charge of our English, I don't think anyone will ever use Grammarly in their life.
Set that amplifies the liability that the students are. Lele ma'am. She rectifies their errors in a chronological order by reconciling their shortcomings with what is the accurate figure. She will be the asset in the ledger that is the students' memories, for which they will never record any depreciation. Today, they credit the giver who has made their accounting knowledge unquestionable.
At last, we have Mrs. Atlas. Even though she isn't a major subject teacher for us anymore, Monica ma'am is undoubtedly the best geography teacher we have. We've been travelling from Kashmir to Kanyakumari without even getting up from our seats, coasting from the Pacific Ocean to the Amazon River. Our journey with ma'am has been unforgettable.
Jokes apart, we love all you teachers from the bottom of our hearts.
No token of appreciation can ever thank what you all do for us.
Thanks ever so much to Sonali, Nandini, Snehan, Ashwin, Prachit and Yash for helping us in making this speech, and we hope you all enjoyed it.
We would thereby like to end with a quote.
Being a good teacher is the highest privilege,
but having one is the greatest blessing.
They say behind every successful man there's a woman. But the truth is, behind every successful person there's always a teacher. Hello everyone, my name is Prachit Kulkarni and it's my privilege to have been asked to give the vote of thanks on this occasion. I, on behalf of everyone, would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude and thank all the speakers and performers for making this such a wonderful event. Thank you Kritika, Shraddha and Rutuja for conducting today's assembly, and thank you Aman for introducing today's special program. I would also like to acknowledge Snehan, Debolina, Aditya and Harsh for those lovely poems and those heart-touching speeches. A big thanks to Gursheen, Sanjana, Devyani and Sonali for those flawless dances, and Ashwin for that splendid beatboxing performance. Nandini, Isha and Advika, thank you guys for adding the icing on the cake with your melodious voices. A big thanks to Vedant who compiled all the videos and actually made today's event possible. I must also mention our deep sense of appreciation for Sheetal ma'am on behalf of all the students who planned this surprise event for the teachers and made it a huge success even though it was on a virtual platform. Last but not the least, we are really grateful to Amol sir, Principal ma'am and the entire school management for giving us this opportunity. Once again, wishing all the teachers a very happy Teachers' Day.
Happy Teachers
Happy Teachers Day
to you all.
Happy Teachers Day. Happy Teachers Day. Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
And don't
Happy
react in
Teachers
Happy
Day.
Teachers Day. Happy Teachers Day.
Happy Teachers Day.
कुछ पाने की हो आस आस, कोई अरमा हो जो खास खास आशाएं, हर कोशिश में हो बार बार करे दरियाओं को आर पार आशाएं, तूफानों को चीर के मंजिल